Hey, everybody. Joe DeLoy here from Analog Man Cave, and many, many caves are broadcasting today. All right. We have Don Semora as a special guest. Welcome, Don.
I'm special.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on the show, man. This is cool. This is
Thank
cool.
you for having me.
We've never really talked or met, so I'm looking forward to
I
it.
met you at Total Con. It was with Eric briefly. This is
Yeah,
Joe the lawyer.
for a
How you
second.
doing? I'm going to the effing bar.
That was pretty much yeah. I had just jumped the rail of the effing bar.
Yeah, you
Right.
did jump it, literally.
Yeah. That was my. It was a year ago. I think I was younger and fitter. But yeah. But I saw Eric and Rach over there. Eric,
Yeah.
what's up, man? What's going on?
Who else is on, Joe? You only introduced Don.
All right.
The
The rest of us are just here.
Hi. This is the other Joe.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm zigzagging, man.
Your
I'm making
hosting
this zig.
duties
I'm making
are
it zig.
lacking.
Special.
I flowed into Eric as a segue because I jumped the rail.
Oh, okay.
Boom,
Hi.
boom.
Hi, folks. If you see somebody blowing their nose, it's going to be me.
And he is sick as fuck. Are you still sick, dude?
I'm still dealing with the nasal drainage and dopiness beyond the usual dopiness. I don't want to get there.
Well, normally we bust your balls for drinking those seltzer girl drinks or something, but you're not drinking tonight, so it's okay. You got the flu, antibiotics.
I mean, listen, if I have to, I'm always prepared.
I think that might be considered medicinal about 100 years ago. So if you want to,
it kills the germs, right? You know, if the throat starts getting a little.
That's what I'm thinking. Joe, you are into the Wiccan stuff. This could be an herbal remedy, no?
I suppose.
There you go.
But no, I am not. I am not a Wiccan in any sense of the word.
What did you do? I forget what exactly how you describe
I'm
it.
a pagan.
Pagan. My bad.
There's a difference.
What's the difference between a pagan and a Wiccan?
All Wiccans are pagans, but not all pagans are Wiccans. Wicca is a specific form of paganism, just like Catholicism is a specific form of Christianity.
So
there's many other forms in there.
You're like multi-classing.
Yes. yeah. He's a specialist. He's more of a specialist.
The specialist class is more.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Bringing it all home.
Technically, I would be what you call a Hermetic Neo-Platonist, but
so we would burn you in the 1400s.
Ban the witch. No, I'm a paganist. Witch. Ban the witch.
Ban the witch. Ban the witch.
If he floats like wood.
I don't weigh the same as a duck.
That's a question. Does a paganist float? If it
floats, it's not a paganist. It's a pagan.
Paganist, pagan.
Here we go. This is quality. Can we see comments, please?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
holy
shit, dude!
It scares me.
Wait a minute, I gotta go. How are we gonna do this? Because we say Joe. Which Joe do we talk? Does anybody have like nicknames?
No.
Thank you, honey. Not you, my wife. She brought me again.
Wow, you pulled it right out of Joe's head.
Nope, I got ice.
That was kind of cool, actually. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, really.
All right.
You ever said Sergeant Trooper? I was Sergeant Trooper for many, many years, so I hear you.
What?
The guy in the chat will know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you said you were a state trooper for many, many years.
Ausa True. It's a Norse pagan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, he worships Thor there, but I haven't been that for a while.
Gotcha.
All right. Cool. Good deal. I bought my brother a hammer of Thor. Wears around his neck like back in the old days. You know, it's nice. Sterling silver one for his birthday.
I've got a whole box of hammers.
Really?
I
got screws. I got wrenches too. Yeah,
I'm gonna get hammered tonight.
Ba-dum-bum.
Speaking of which, shall we all raise a drink to Tim Kask?
Now I gotta grab.
I gotta get something. I mean, I'm forcing Eric to drink now.
Tim is one hell of a man. I'm gonna miss that guy. I'm serious. I'm gonna miss him a lot.
Wait for Eric to get his cork out. There we go.
All right, professional drinking.
Yes, here's to Tim. Tim, a legend.
Cheers.
And we are a day late, but the professor.
Who?
Professor Tolkien.
Who?
J.R.R. Tolkien. You might have heard of him.
Yeah. Oh, it's his birthday or something. My bad.
Birthday, and
all right, there we go.
Do a toast on his birthday at 9 p.m.
Didn't that guy write some freaking like lame ass fantasy books?
Some sort of
the Simularium or something.
Barely remember the
shit. He wrote a bunch of Lord of the Rings fan fiction.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, you know those rings of power. He wrote stuff for the Rings of Power.
The stuff that the Rings of Power is based on.
God,
That's right.
Well, we shot all those people.
But he wasn't like David Eddings. He kept his hands where they should be.
Oh, what Edding? A scandal of David Eddings?
David Eddings was he was arrested, did prison time for child abuse and endangerment.
Really?
Him and his wife Lee both. Yes, they did.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's why the miniseries, the on-demand series does so well.
Yeah, that's why you can't find his ebooks anymore, like for the Belgariad. And I love
John
David.
Norman never made it that far.
Yeah, I love David Eddings, the writing. I love the Belgariad, the Malorian. I absolutely, but yeah, he has kind of like a bad little part of his life.
Jesus Christ!
I still love his books. I still love his stories. And people don't like it. Fuck them. I'm gonna sit there and read what I like to read.
I'm the same way. I don't cancel people because I don't like their politics or other things about them.
I made a post on Facebook about that today.
And I always have been, and it infuriates my wife.
Yeah, because a guy unfriended me today and sent me a nasty post going that I cannot believe you don't support blah blah blah. I'm like, so I made a post saying, hey, I don't give a shit what you freaking like, man. We could still be friends. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh, that's where that came from. Okay.
Yeah. He unfriended me and was made it a point to message me. I'm like, listen, dude, it's like pizza, man. I think if you would put pepper, if you put frickin' pineapple on your pizza, you're a frickin' barbaric savage.
But we can another one who doesn't like pineapple on their pizza.
Yeah. That is the
devil's work.
I have tried it. It's not like I'm saying I don't like it because it's bad. No, I've tried it. I just can't do it, man.
I love it. I like pineapple and ham on the pizza, man.
But I love sweet pickled hot peppers, like Turkish peppers.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I use for my chili. Is the
sandwich
peppers?
Yes.
And it's a little vinegar tang in there, and it just changes it completely.
Yeah.
Joe Wilanika of Tabletop Journeys here. Looking forward to meeting in person at TotalCon at the end of the month. Is it the end of January? Is that
it's February.
Yeah, I thought he got the month off there. I want to make sure. Yeah,
we're all going to be at TotalCon.
We'll see you all there. Yeah,
I'm going to be there. Yeah,
I'm going to
head up for a day.
I am like 90% likely going. Rach is 90% likely not going. The dog is getting
Eric
fixed.
Eric.
Yeah.
Yes,
come on.
I know. Dude.
By the way, the dog is welcome at WizardCon. Absolutely.
No, the dog is having her, her feminineness removed.
Her lady bits removed.
Oh boy, that's not good.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Be home with the mother. It understands these lady bits. And,
right.
Nice.
Get the man out of the house.
Yeah. You just, man with different bits. I got a quick Tim Cass story I want to tell. Speaking of TotalCon coming up here, I met him there the year I met you there, Eric, and just before COVID hit and whatnot. And I played him one of his games. He comes rolling on in his little wheelie cart. He zips up to the table. Gets there, and I was a lot heavier then than I am now. Believe it or not, that's possible. And I sat down at the table, and we were talking ahead of the time a little bit. And he was mentioning how he did a lot of weight loss, and because of cancer, I think it was cancer, a lot of weight loss and extra skin. And we're talking about surgery and getting it. Anyway, we're talking about fatness. But during the game, just before we were talking, he was talking about somebody made a joke. It was a pun, and he says, he can't make me laugh with puns. He says, Gary was the greatest punster in the world, Gary Gygax, and you can't beat him. You can't top Gary, right? And so, all right. Anyway, this adventure as we're rolling along here, it made no sense. It was like a fucking stoner's wet dream, I couldn't understand what the fuck was going on.
He was a stoner.
Yeah, he was out totally. Yeah, that's why I had a couple tokes before. You're like, "Where's Joe?" I'm out there on back deck puffing away because I know I'm going to talk about Tim Cask here. So anyway, there was a part of it where it was like there were statues. It was all about statues. This little adventure, and one of them was a pig. Now he just gave us character sheets and let us kind of say whatever we had for standard gear. And I said, all right, I'm gonna try to get the pig off the pedestal, blah blah blah, because it was needed for some weird reason. So I said, I maybe we could, so that it doesn't break. Tim, can I say to have like a blanket or something? He goes, yeah, all right. I said, I'm gonna wrap the pig in a blanket, and I just paused for dramatic effect. And he looks at me, wondering what I meant. He does his look on his face, like motherfucker. He started laughing, and like, yes, I got him to laugh. Yes, I got him to laugh at my pun. It felt so good. And when I left, he everybody who played in this game gets this little coin that he had minted.
Yes.
Right.
They're literally he had them made for.
Yeah, I know. So he has these things minted, and it says, "It's not my fault" on one side, and on the other side, I think it says, "In Gary we trust." I'm not sure what the fuck that's. I can't even read that far without my damn glasses. In something we trust. I'm not sure what the hell it says, but yeah, I got a little Tim Cass hand minted coin for that. So I'll never forget that one though. That
Tim was just. I mean, the man was. I don't know how you even put it with him. I mean, I feel so lucky to have had the chance to work with him, and he mentored me. I mean, you don't mentor Tim Kask, you know. The guy was just amazing to work with, and I didn't know how to put it with it. I mean, just I did find out something today I can let people know about Tim. I've been getting messages from people asking about services for him. They've had a private service with family only, strict family only, and Tim is being cremated. And Tim is going to go ahead and they're going to do a like later on in the year, like early spring, summer, when things settle down and Cheryl, can get organized and everything. They're going to do a kind of like a get together, like a celebration of life for him and everything. Cool. We are going to at WizardCon. We're going to kind of switch gears at WizardCon. We're going to donate. All the auction proceeds are going to go to Tim Kask's. Either going to go to Cheryl directly, or we're going to do something where Tim was a teacher, by the way, for people who don't know. He was a big educator. Yep. And he had a wildlife fund he dealt with in Colorado quite a bit. But also, me and Tina was talking, and we were thinking about doing like a local community college, like for one lucky student, if we can get the money together enough, donate like a full 2-year ride for him, or at least 1 year scholarship for one student in like graphic design or something oriented like that. So we're going to do that at WizardCon.
That's cool.
And I'm going to be donating him. I'm donating the auction proceeds for him.
Very cool.
And also a studio scale X-wing, a studio scale Y-wing, and a studio scale A-wing. And these are models that usually we sell for like $700 to $1,000. So we're going to auction those off, and that's all going to go towards this for Tim. Because I'll tell you something, and I don't mean to drone on, but Tim was just special to me in many, many ways. I mean, never treated me like he was better than me. He always talked to you like you were a fucking equal. And just I love the guy. I'm gonna miss the hell out of him.
Yep, man, that's cool. Yeah, maybe we have a toast again at TotalCon coming up here again in February. Be nice.
Yeah,
be nice. All right, guys, we did have a topic, believe it or not.
Yes, we did. Sorry about I didn't mean to get on a tangent, guys. I just love the guy. Just gonna miss him.
No, that's fine, dude. We tangent all over the goddamn place on the show. There's no script, but we do have a topic. But Joe, is your shirt relating any way to it?
It is a complete coincidence, but it does.
I thought it might.
Valar from Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Yep.
I honestly didn't know what our topic was tonight. I'm 6 weeks ahead in videos, so I don't know what's going on where.
We're talking about Game of Thrones.
Yes. Well, yes, and PC.
I guessed right.
Oh god! But hey, before we get going though, Don, you showed the model back there. Don has a modeling channel. Don has 3 channels, and I think you're streaming all 3, right, Don? Or at least 2.
I'm only streaming to 2 of them.
What are the 2 channels, just for the audience's sake? If you want, we'll paste it into the private chat. We'll share it out there.
I have you want the one I'm not sharing right now?
Hey, throw them all out, dude.
Yeah. If you go ahead and you go on YouTube and you look for something called Falcon FX, Falcon, the letter FX Studios. It is my model building and prop making channel. It's where I just started it back in November, and I just did a full run on how to do a homemade R2D2. And I'm in the middle. My first video for tomorrow for the coming year is going to be I'm doing a studio scale A-Wing, and I'm also doing a very rare kit. It is the 1/350 scale Star Trek Reliant from Rethicon.
Nice.
So my builds.
Then you're doing a Super Star Destroyer with all the lights.
No, please. I'd rather have a proctologist with huge sausage fingers examine me.
That's a vision. God. Yes, the two other channels, Wizard Tower Games, right?
Wizard Tower Games and also Vlog of Many Things.
Yeah, so anybody who's subscribing to us, go click on that.
Thank you.
Get them all. To us from Don, subscribe to all of us.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about my model building channel is it's not like model cars that you get at Hobby Lobby. These are really huge model props that are like studio movie grade, good stuff. You subscribe to my model building channel, Joe, and you've seen what I do. I mean, I really totally balls to walls, ground up, do this stuff. So it's my side passion. It's just what I like to do. So
you ever work for Hollywood in any way? Do stuff like that?
I actually I did. Do anyone know who Kathleen Kennedy is?
Oh God, yeah.
I actually did a studio scale X-wing model that's in her office. I did. X-wing. Yep.
Oh shit! Yep. Too bad you didn't rig it with a bomb to blow her the fuck up. So
get out of my head. Get out of my head.
Of Star Wars, Jesus, man.
Hey, you know what? She's a nice lady to deal with. She's a nice lady to deal with. Her check cleared very quickly.
That's good.
There you go.
And it is a thing that when everybody goes, and she will literally, if you email her for a reference, she will give me a good reference via email.
Oh, wow.
So it's a hell of a thing to get jobs with if I need extra money because although it's also a bad thing because people really also do not care much for her. I've actually lost a couple of jobs. You did work for that fucking bitch.
Yeah.
So, dude.
Yep.
Money is green.
Yeah, it's green. Trust me, I need it. I had to get the fire at my fucking next door to my shop. I've been fucking skint lately, man.
Oh, damn. I just had to drop $1,200 in my fucking car over New Year's Eve. I'm in the car with my brother, having a couple. He leaves. I'm finishing my drink. I call him about 20 minutes later. Hey, you got to get back here. And he's thinking, I can tell by his voice, oh, what happened? You're too ripped to drive. So you got to get back here. My fucking car won't start. It needed it. It was a shit show. So he fixed that over to so that pain in the ass that was.
Surly Old Wolf says, I have nothing charitable to say about her. I will tell you right now, you will be surprised that although you think these people are in charge, a lot of times, and Kathleen's a classic example, Kathy does not like a lot of decisions that are made because even though you think she's making them, it's actually the board that forces her into doing these things.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I did not know that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And we have another comment in here. It says, hi, everyone. Just had a TPK in my weekly game. I can't think of a better segue into the alleged
topic. You're trying to drag us kicking and screaming into that topic.
Yeah, and somebody else just had a character death in their roll 20.
All right.
I love character death. Kill those fuckers off.
Kill them all. Kill them all. Let God sort it out, right?
Yeah.
I love the smell of PC's bodies rotting in the morning, dude. I think we all agreed, though, pretty much, right? I mean, it's a good thing.
It is a
I
good
think
thing.
all four of us were pro character death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very
pretty much for the same reasons.
It seemed like it,
It stakes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because we were hoping to get concontroversial topics we might get some debate on, but we were all like, yeah, kill them motherfuckers.
I mean, if there's no risk, then there's no reward, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if everybody gets a prize, then your prize has no value.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not risking something, at least, and it should be an informed risk. That's my argument.
Yes.
It should be an informed risk.
Yes.
I just did a video today that addresses some of this, but it shouldn't be, oh, rock falls from sky, you die.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, fuck that.
Yep.
But it should be, Well, all right. When you get you smell like, I don't know, copper and old blood as you go down the hallway. You know, the door in front of you looks like something was banging from the other side, trying to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Telegraph it.
Mm-hmm.
Let the players decide. Is it worth the risk? Because when they die, it was on them.
Yeah.
You warned them.
Well, that's the whole thing about it. Is I think that the nice thing about death is that death forces, death makes people's decisions matter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If what's the fun? I mean, and we've all been playing for a few years, I think, combined. I think minimum probably 30, 40 years of playing D&D.
We calculated once the three of us have like 140 years worth of experience or something.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I've been playing formally as of Christmas. It is my 48th year.
So we've got 185 years or so between us.
Right.
Yeah. We have a question from Anti-Paladin. What do you guys think about cautious players? I'm a get shit going type of player, and I often get shit for playing that way.
Well, this plugs into something else we had talked about in another one about random encounters. One of the reasons for random encounters is to keep the players from being overly cautious, because if you're checking for traps every 10 feet, and if you're searching for secret doors every 10 feet, you're going to get 10 times as many random encounter rolls. That is the purpose of them.
That is annoying as fuck to have a player do that. It disrupts the game. Where they're like, just every step, I'm searching, I'm doing it. It's like, listen, bad things are going to happen to you quickly. I'm going to make sure it happens to you.
I think, and I'm going to push back a little bit on what Joe and Eric said about you need to telegraph deadliness. Because at the beginning of my video, I was kind of comically looking at Tomb of Horrors.
Yeah.
And, obviously two of the entrances to the tomb are false entrances. And one of them is literally, if you poke at the ceiling or if you try to open the door, rocks fall, everybody dies.
Yeah.
But I think that's still appropriate, because obviously you're not going to just all go, if I'm running into the con and somebody does that, I'm not going to say, okay, I'm off to the bar now. You're just going to, reset with the same characters. But it gives an indication of just how deadly that particular dungeon is. Yeah. And I think sending that message, Frank Menser at Gen Con once it was Jim Ward and he was at Gen Con and he had years and years, and it was back in the 90s. And he told a story about how everybody thought he was such a pushover as a DM. He's Monty Hall. And so he was starting a new group, and he just had a green dragon come in and kill them all and made them roll new characters just to show them that, I'm not a pushover. And I am going to kill you if it happens. So I think there is a case to be made in very specific circumstances for killing people without the notice. Just
sometimes it's like going to jail, Joe. You got to find the biggest, toughest looking guy and beat the hell out of him just to show and it's the same thing as for DMing, I guess, right?
See, in my case, it would be I would find the biggest, toughest guy and get beaten up by him to show where I stand in the prison.
Right. Well, but the thing, today's video that I did was on tournament adventures, right? I mean, when it came to old TSR, when they realized people actually want this shit, people will pay for adventures. What they had on the shelf was all the tournament adventures that they were running at cons.
Yeah.
And tournament adventures are meant to be scored. They are meant to essentially, like Joe was saying, be a killer dungeon. Yeah. Because you are going to be scored against other groups, maybe at other cons or the same con, and one group will do the best. But it's different than running B1 or B2.
And incidentally, that fact is contradictory to what we were told in the rules, because the rules presumed you were going to be in a mega dungeon. They didn't use the name back then, but when you see about callers and timekeeping must be spent, and your goal is to find an entrance to the next level or something, that was all for mega dungeon play. And then the only thing they published were these tournament modules that were like a couple of rooms, and there was this disconnect between what you saw in like White Blue Mountain and the advice you were getting in the player's handbook on how to run a successful game. So it was a very, very much of a switcheroo. It's like, here's how you should play the game, and here's the examples we're giving you, and they're completely different.
Well, I don't necessarily agree that you should always telegraph the thing. Sometimes shit happens, but if you don't telegraph the thing, it shouldn't be like one of those James Bond diabolical traps that nobody can get out of, and you must fight to die or die. There needs to be a way to run away. Whether you live while trying to run away, that's a different story, right? You know, that's that. And quick,
I think if you're making the point, like, yes, this is deadly, and you're going to die, and here's a sample.
Yeah.
Let's reset and do it for real.
Yeah. Real quick, anti-paladin. He says, by the way, it's Matt Q from ShireCon Joe from Jeff Delaney's game. Do we have that beer after the game, Matt? Is that you? I think little big guy. Just let me know if you played in that endless what do you call it? Torture or adventure that he had us do death after death after death. The funnel. Let me know if that was you who I played with that with. So yeah. But anyway,
So Saw the dungeon.
What's that?
Saw the dungeon.
It was rough, dude. He was just like fighting, and we're first level guys, and it was like demons invaded a town for no apparent reason, and we're just running through trying to kill it.
Well, that's a little bit unbalanced. Demons and first level characters.
It was a funnel. And so here's another good thing leading to death. We're expected to die.
The meat grinder at the bottom,
right? Yeah. And who lived gets all the gear or whatever the hell it was. But yeah, that was a thing. It was kind of wild and fun. I haven't done a funnel since DCC, which I'm not in favor of funnels, by the way. The funnels, you start with 4, you end up with 1, and that's your thing. It just never made much sense to me. Like, there needs to be verisimilitude in my guys dying. That's another topic I don't think I addressed in my video, but there needs to be a reason. It has to make sense. You know, like you're saying, Joe, the door, you open the door, you're dead. Why? Because I said so. That it says in my book that if they open door, they die. Well, right? It makes no sense. It's stupid.
Well, also, I think sometimes, when you're talking about game balance and death, death can be used, or even the implications of death, to also settle players. So if you have a player being really fucking stupid, you can utilize death or the threat of it in a way that might get them to calm down a little bit and back off.
Yeah.
Because, some players also you got to be careful of. On the flip side, it's almost like they want to tank the group.
Yeah.
They want to do it because they're just being a jerk.
Yeah.
So let me ask a question for everybody. How do you handle a group when you got a really good core group of players that really are doing the right thing, and you got that one asshole? How do you guys handle dealing with him?
In a campaign, I kick the asshole out. In a con game, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? There's not much you could do. Make it hard for him by killing him, and then make him roll up a character, have him sit there for 20 minutes.
Well, I wouldn't have him roll up a new character. I would just say,
you're done.
Find another game.
Yeah.
Nice to have you.
Yeah.
Nice having you at the table. Now go fuck off.
So, Eric, is this laryngitis here? You're
what?
Characteristically quiet.
Kind of quiet, yeah.
Listen, see, I'm used to the roll up when I have a full group of people in. I historically, I'm the one that's like pushing buttons in the background.
Marsha.
I know. I usually got like Mike and Jim and a guest, and I'm used to, we got 4 people on the screen. I gotta take a step back. But this whole thing on character death to me is, I mean, I don't mind at a convention. The first half of it, I'll probably have not training wheels, but I might have a gutter on one side of the lane, so your ball won't go off that way. But after we reach the midway point, I'm going to be happy to kill off every PC.
Yeah.
I just try not to do it in the first half because I unless you're really stupid.
Oh, real quick, that segues into what you just said. Something interesting. What is timing with you? So how does that work with you as a DM about making decisions on players? Like, you just mentioned timing,
right? Well, it depends. Is it my home group or my online group or whatever?
Just in general online.
But it depends, because if I'm at a convention, I run things differently than if I do at my home group.
Yeah.
At my home table, if they want to dilly dally and pull 4,000 levers and push lots of buttons, and I don't care. Let them do what they want. We're at a gaming convention. They got to get from point A to point G in a 4-hour time spot. I am going to find ways to keep the pressure on them to keep it moving. But since these players haven't played with each other yet, I'm also a little bit more squishy when it comes to their first hour or two of play. I'm not as quick to go, well, you're dead. Yeah, I might just pull back a little bit. But once we take that mid break, everybody go to the bathroom, smoke them if you got them, be back here in 10. Game on. Now you've got your money's worth. Now let's see what you have. And you've had 2 hours to learn. And by the way, if you've played with the gaming group for 2 hours, you've already learned who's the asshole, who's stupid, who's smart. You've learned it. You've learned it. If you haven't
fall in this group here,
if you haven't learned that in 2 hours, you're the stupid one. Just gonna throw that out there. If you haven't learned that part, you're probably the stupid one.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because the way you run games that actually have plots.
Yeah.
When I'm doing a con game, I'm generally going to run Castle of Mad Archmage, and that's just explore and see how many rooms you can do, and
how long
no pressure. You're just going to wander around in the dungeon and see all the fun stuff you can see. So I don't have when I'm running a con game, I don't have that same time pressure because it's not like I'm expecting them to do something. You know, they don't have to complete the quest.
But Joe, let me ask you this about that. You know, you have your standard, and don't take disrespect out of this. You have your pre-canned adventure. You know, it's pre-done. Right. Castle of the Archway, fine. But how do you handle players that get into that and they start doing shit that you're just not expecting? Like they're really going off your script.
I thrive on that.
Yeah.
Love it.
I am such an improv DM.
Good.
That is what I do. I don't prep. Like Joe,
I don't prep.
Other Joe spends more time prepping than he does playing. It sounds
multiples.
I don't prep at all.
Because I love the improv too, but my prepping, number one, is fun for me. I thoroughly enjoy, like, people like, oh, you spent 12 hours prepping for a 3-hour game. They didn't even do the thing you prepped for. I'm like, so I had so much fun prepping. That was a great day for me.
That's a different thing. Yeah, I enjoy the writing process.
Yeah.
Right.
But number two is, I feel the main reason I like it is because when I do improv, there's layers of depth to improv, obviously, right? The more layers you have already developed, the more in-depth the improv can be in my head, because I know layers of interactions and relationships within the city, town, adventure, whatever the hell it is. So when I'm improving, it comes from not just top of my head off the cuff stuff. It's because I know that it's like a clockwork system that's going on here. And so my improv is here or here because of that or that, right? You know what I mean? But I could go deeper with it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
But that's situational too. Because in my situation, I already know Castleman Archmage.
Exactly.
I know it inside and out.
It's your
I
baby.
don't need that level of prep. But even when I'm running a regular game, I just enjoy the challenge.
Yeah.
Of, you know, how can I just, you know, it's me against it's adversarial in the sense of I'm trying to keep up with what their craziness is doing. And how can I make it fun for all of us? And I just really enjoy the going into it cold. You know, I know enough about Greyhawk.
Yeah.
That, you know, I'm never going in completely cold because I run stuff in Greyhawk, so I know what's going on. So I really enjoy being challenged by players who go off script and just do some wacky thing, and I have to react to it. And to me, that's the fun part of being a DM.
Yeah, I agree. That's cool. I enjoy that too.
Like around them shooting around my feet.
Bad Mike was saying something like that. Well, Joe, I remember Eric in that video I dropped in on you guys that Wednesday. He was like, well, Joe probably doesn't. He's not ready. He's like the improv and won't. He gets mad and starts to railroad people. And then I got in and said, no. I said, he asked me, he says, let me ask you this, Joe. If people decide to hop on a ship and go to some island instead, and he says, would you like that? Would you roll with it? I said, absolutely. I'd roll with it. Number one. And number two, I already know what the fuck's on that island.
Yeah,
so
you probably
a better adventure.
So, like, I will say this. Last year at Page, I had a really solid group. And the adventure's rolling along, and I kind of did what I like to do. I tried to give a little hint of something coming up. I said, oh, well, you smell a little smoke in the air. So my halfling player goes, can I recognize it? I go, what do you mean?
Thank you.
Is it food?
Double fisting it.
And I was like,
what's that?
Double fisting.
Holy crap.
It is now.
I was like, right. It wasn't that. Now it is. And I'm like, well, halfling should have that as an ability.
Yeah.
So now, in my head, and I told him, I go, well, listen, this is a good place to break. I got to pick Rach up from the main building. I was at the hotel. I go, take a 10-minute break, because everything was driving there. And as I drove that 10 minutes, I rewrote the adventure in my head. So what they were coming up on now was the Undead Necromancers buffet.
That man is a DM's DM.
I want to play into what my players are. Now they feel like we figured this all out. No,
that's the key. Is that you
figured it out.
Listen to the players. Not only do you seem like a genius, but they feel like geniuses too, figuring it out. And you're just listening to them and riffing off of what they're
better than what I had planned.
You're enabling idea. Yeah, what you're doing is you're basically enabling them in a positive way because you're feeding, hate to say it like this, but we all have egos. And you're feeding their player ego, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just super. Not a thing wrong with that. Love it.
WizardCon, I was doing Man Archmage, and I don't know if you heard it. We were laughing, and just hooting, and they were bringing drinks and stuff. We just had such a blast, and it was just all completely improv. I mean, out of the book. But, I mean, they were doing wacky things. It was just.
Joe,
alcohol will be easier to get this year because
I like the way you think.
I got 3 points. Number one, we are at 98 viewers. Somebody go out and get 2 friends. All right, on all total channels across the thing.
Please like and subscribe, guys. Everybody.
Yes. Yeah, really. That's the record, isn't it? 98 is
even better than super chats, which we all accept on our channels. Even better than super chats as a way to get my attention, at least, is to put in a comment what Beans and Gravy 3817 just said. Risking characters that makes it more exciting, and Joe the Lawyer is so hot. So compliments will always get your comment read, even without a super chat. But we do try to get the comments.
Yep. Also, Chris Lundgren mentions, and I'm doing a shameless self plug because this is what this is for, right, guys? Yes. He says, Don, in my game, whatever RPG I'm running, when a player dies, I hand out printed death certificates. We actually have death certificates that we have on our website. And on our new website that's going live, that I was sending Eric screenshots of it earlier today, there's a button up top that says do not push. Because I know someone's going to push the freaking thing. And that's the free download button. Oh, we're going to do like, when you click on it, you're going to be able to download player character record sheets, death certificates. We're going to give away just all kinds of free shit that you can download and print for free. It's just kind of a thank you. But
a trend here. Sorry,
I see Theatus.
Thank you, Theatus. I have I am a slut. So yes, you talk me up like that, I'm an easy lay. So yeah, there we are.
Aren't we all?
So actually, what you just said, Don, I actually prepped for this. I don't prep for games, but I prepped for this. And somebody in one of my comments reminded me that on the old Goldenrod AD&D player sheets, on the back at the bottom, they have your last will and testament.
Yes.
I did not know that all these years playing. Am I a fucking lame ass?
It's will I blank do hereby blank, and that will tell you that they were expecting back in the day
death.
You were going to die.
Yeah.
I loved that. I had completely forgotten about that until one of the commenters reminded me about it. But that tells you about the mindset in 1980. That's what they were thinking the game was going to be like, and it didn't matter. It wasn't the end of the world. Somebody in the chat a while ago, said we should, give examples of like when players took character death hard.
Yeah,
I've honestly never seen that, because the way I grew up and the way the people I game with grew up, that was part of the process. And you could do one of two things. You could sit around for an hour until they got to a point where a character could naturally come in, or just instantly you just change it to Junior. You change the name to Junior, and you're back in the game, and then you hand waved it. Nobody cares.
I just don't like high level characters, man. I get like 8th, 9th level. I start doing stupid shit.
8th, 9th level is the sweet spot. That's that the 8th level is about the sweet spot. It's at least for AD&D,
right?
And that's why in Adventures Dark and Deep Light I capped it at 8, because
beyond that 5th level spells, it starts to break down.
Exactly.
And when I say break down, it means that as a DM you can't balance shit anymore.
Yeah,
because it becomes very swingy after 5th level spells. And
look at Eric in our 2nd edition game. Look at the end. You guys were walking Gods of War near the end. And we were 7th or 8th level at that point.
I think my cleric was 8th. My priest was 8th level,
and it was a huge jump. It was like 4th, 5th, 6th. You're all banging along. You guys hit 8th or 9th level, and I think you summarized it. Against one opponent, you're like a nuclear bomb. Against one bad guy, but against the crowd, it's a little bit more difficult with that, So
and that's
like a Christmas tree with magic items.
That's why when Gygax and the others had long campaigns, you were supposed to listen. You didn't get followers like your men at arms because you're going to take them on an adventure. The idea was your character was going to go to semi-retirement.
Yeah.
You'd come out, the G series. All right, well, we'll bring him out for the G series. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, we're back to playing lower level characters because that was the point to it, because they knew it broke down. And it broke down not because the game wasn't balanced, because it wasn't balanced. Okay.
Yep. Unbalanced the game
was. But it broke down because it got swingy. You think DCC is swingy? DCC is AD&D 9th level play at level 2.
Thank you for saying it finally. Nobody has the balls to say it on my
swinging?
camera.
Swinging in that, as a DM, you can write a 5th level adventure for your group and know what's relatively, I hate to use the word balanced, but what is within your party's capabilities, what's going to push them to the edge, what they're going to have to walk away from. But at like the 9th level characters, when you get 5th level spells, all of a sudden, if you start putting them up against characters like them, it is almost like, well, whoever wins initiative wins if the party loses initiative, they're going to be rolling new characters.
Funny you say that. That happened in the one time I ran Joe's Mega Dungeon, Castle of Mad Archmage, when it first came out, right? I was running this thing at this con that lasted like 2 years. It was called Falcon up here in Connecticut. Tavis Allison, right? Remember that, Joe? Yeah, and so Tavis Allison came up from New York, and we've been talking then, and we said, let's both run this together, 2 groups near each other. I didn't have any of it. And I said, I don't have any. So he worked at a company who could print the whole fucker out. So he came in like this, Joe. Sorry, I have somewhere in my house in a box is this much of your fucking old one, right?
No, that's the one from the blog, right?
What's that?
From the
blog days. Yeah.
Free download thing. Yeah.
He printed it all out. And I said, all right, so what we got to do is start in Jeff Delaney and Zagig. Right, because I know you coincidentally they match up, right?
Sheerest coincidence.
Seriously,
there's all line up. Yeah.
So we had them going, right, and this is the coolest thing was that it's coming to the end, and every once in a while we turn back. Where are your guys at? Right, at a level, this area, like, all right, cool. We weren't trying to direct them there. It was just like we wanted to keep in mind in case their paths crossed, we wanted to have a fight, right?
Yeah.
Within 20 minutes of the end or so. their paths crossed. And we're like, game on. So we had them to co-DM mode. We brought the tables together and hallways and all right, roll initiative.
It begins.
The first one who got the fireball off won. That was it. Fireball dead. We win. Done. It was so anticlimactic because of the initiative and the fireball in the fucking hallway.
It's funny you mentioned that because when I ran it at Long Island Tabletop Expo last year, and right at the end we've got like 15 minutes before the session ends, and they're fighting like ogres or something, and the magic user casts a fireball and doesn't realize that. Oh no, it was lightning bolt, and doesn't realize that it hits it fries the things, hits the wall, rebounds on them.
Oh!
Not only did they take out all the people, it was almost a TPK.
Wow!
And everybody was laughing their asses off. Me most especially.
Nice.
And it was just it was like 90% of the players died, but everybody loved it because it was just such a stupid way to die. It was like one of those things. It's just like, really? You couldn't have waited.
Hey, back to character death. That's the way to die.
Dragging us
back. And Zarian says, in Beckme, the I stood for immortal because the PZ is supposed to become demigods. And for whatever reason, maybe because I started with the, Beckme basic and expert, and I kept seeing the other boxes, but then I jumped to AD&D, and I was always a wizard fan, the magic user. So I always wanted the 9th level spells, because why do you play wizard if you're not going to go for the wish spell and meteor swarm and all that, right? And so in my head, like you guys are saying, the game ended at 9th or 10th level. For me, that was like mid-tier because I wanted all my PCs to become gods, right? I wanted them to rule the universe. And so that's kind of
that.
Whoa.
That was me slipping my foot off my bench here.
That looked bad.
Oh,
yeah, it hurt.
We're not doing an example of character death here, people.
No.
Well,
trust me, when you reverse stub your toe and your foot falls and you get your foot caught on the bench underneath, ow! I want my mommy.
It's like the funny bone thing.
Yeah. Not funny at all. It fucking hurt.
But to get back to the BCMI thing, that's one reason I think I don't like BCMI. Because I don't want to go that far. I want to go to 8th, 9th, 10th tops. And then
but just make it a house rule then that you cap it at 9th level or whatnot.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's
then
why
why not
BX
play AD&D and
BX as well is BX caps at what 14. That as written was as that probably listen. I'm not saying I didn't have higher level characters when I played AD&D, but we had more fun playing low level characters. When I started running a full session, my campaigns always wrapped up around level 7, 8, 9. They wrapped.
Now, was that a mandatory wrap by the DM, or is that just a generalized rule?
That was a generalized wrap with the group. It was like, all right, so all right, so now my cleric has their little temple stronghold. My fighter has his. Maybe the ranger wants to keep on going till they hit level 10 so they can start getting their horde or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but that's when you start playing their henchmen.
Right. Well, that's the whole thing, too.
Cleric, he's got a 6th level fighter henchman or whatever.
Right. And so that's what but, it was kind of like, where do we go from here? Because as a DM, I could see the wheels were getting to the point, like I was saying, it gets swingy. It gets to the point where, as a DM, you want to challenge your players, but you don't want every encounter to be it's a TPK of either the opponent in the first round or them. Mm-hmm. And that's what you start looking at those levels. And
assumes that all the encounters are going to be combat.
Right. But that's the thing. Like, I by the way, my first convention was at NYU when I was 19. I got banned from ever returning to the convention.
Why?
Because we had pre-gens, and they were all like 15th level pre-gens in this dungeon. And I'm like everybody else came from like NYU, so they all knew each other. So I get like the leftover. Me and my friend get leftovers. He got like the fighter. I got the druid because nobody wants a druid.
I love
and I was like, and I'm looking at my spell list, and I'm like, all right, cool. So our third room, because this is back in the day when you killed everything, 15th level, but we had to like go down to like I don't know 2 levels. We knew we had to go, so I go, all right, yeah, it's fine. Rock to mud.
Ha.
The DM goes, what?
Yeah.
I go, rock. I'm a 15th level druid. I am going to do rock to mud down 2 levels, and then I'm going to dispel my own spell. So anything down below will be encased in rock.
Nice.
And the DM looked at me,
Nice.
looked at the rest of the group,
Yeah.
went,
It was like, what
fuck
the fuck?
You're banned next year. I run this. I run this the gaming group. My friend Andrew got invited back to play in that group. He never went, but I was banned. I was banned because I played my character, and that's how swingy it gets at those levels.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even thinking out of the box. That was thinking logically
on the sheet. Yeah,
and part of it is when I started with Holmes Basic for a summer, and Holmes Basic only goes up to level 3. So for me, we actually did that several times. My friend and I would just played all.
Be
summer
back in
long.
2 minutes.
What's that?
no worries.
Be back.
And we played for all summer long, and we went up. We would kill things until we got to level 3, new character. And it was just all summer long, and it was great because it was only low level stuff, which forced us to be very inventive and creative in the way we approached the game. But it was, I think that maybe informs it, and even in high school, because all of us were like really creative types, and we would play a campaign for a few months and then get tired of it and want to do a new campaign. So
right.
Because I had these other great ideas, so we got to do a whole new campaign with new characters, and we would keep doing that. So we would maybe get up to level 5 or level 6, and then here we go, new characters, new campaign, because I had a great idea, and all of us were doing that because I wasn't the eternal DM back then.
That is fun.
But it was just the way it. So I'm much more comfortable at low to mid level, just because that's the way I grew up playing.
And Joe, you had a question or comment.
I saw that. Yes, I know.
Yeah, I wanted to get back. You said, Greyhawk Grognar, that stupid usage of lightning bolt spell, if it was a high level magic user casting, that should know better, ? And I wondered about that too. Even in reality, I mean, earth is a ground, rock is earth. Shouldn't it ground it rather than reflect? I don't understand that in physics, but I don't know much about physics.
But to answer, somebody else also answered his question, asking him, what if somebody who's not a very athletic in life wants to be a real world-class athlete in the game? I'm not going to overrule somebody to say, oh, your character wouldn't do that. Yeah, that is the worst kind of DM.
Yeah,
especially me. As the DM, I am not going to say you wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
that's awful. Yeah. That is yikes. I could never see myself doing
that. And not for nothing, if you've ever seen how people act under stress, you can go on YouTube, watch some police videos, and watch some pretty poor tactics when you see a cop put a gun almost to another cop's head because the cops, stepped in front of them. Just because you're a professional doesn't mean that every action you take is going to be on point.
Exactly.
Just
Chris Lundgren, I got an opportunity for a plug, so I must take it. Chris Lundgren says he's learning Call of Cthulhu. It will be interesting to how moving from a fantasy game system to a darker Lovecraft game and dealing with character death. I have to plug my Swords of Cthulhu, which bridges the gap and actually does Lovecraftian horror in AD&D. But plug is over. So
Joe's looking for his copy.
I just had it back there. Damn it! I got 2 more recent ones. I have a whole Joe Block section over there, but I bought things I want to use, like handy, real quick behind me. And I thought I had that back here. Damn it! But yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, so the Buja and the Book of Tables. So those are the good ones.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a soft plug for Joe Block. All of his supplements. I mean, I say like not talking about his core books, but his supplements are usable with any of the OSR rule sets that you want to plug them into.
Yep.
Pretty much. Listen, when we gained back in the day, I was taking BX adventures and running with AD&D.
Oh yeah.
Running 1E adventures and 2E.
Nobody cared about the difference.
Nobody cared. So it is, Joe's stuff fits fine.
Yeah.
What's the stupidest cop show you ever watched? The former cop. All right.
Holmes and Yo-Yo, right?
No.
Police Academy, Police Squad, wherever that one.
No, I can enjoy all those. It's the CSI.
Oh, really?
All right, because the first time I saw CSI, and this is going back, I don't know, 2 decades or whatever, I'm watching an episode because my civilian friends told me it's a great show. And I'm like, all right. And I watch it, and there is a sexual assault. And
I came in for that late.
Yep.
Yeah, really. Welcome back, Don.
Welcome back, Don. And the detectives take evidence, clothing, and put it in plastic evidence bags.
No, you don't do that. You put it in paper.
Yes, I saw that, and I turned the channel, and I went, if they can't get that fucking shit right, they can't get anything right. Now, best ones, Barney Miller, The Job with Dennis Leary.
Oh my God! Barney Miller. What a blast from the past.
Why not just the Adam 12 and be done with it?
Brooklyn South, which only lasted like 1 season back in '97. Really fairly accurate show. Trying to think. Homicide was great back in the day. And Law and Order SVU. And I know that because I actually talked to 2 of their producers. And they were asking questions about the job at my local pub because they were scouting a location. So I know that they look for details that aren't like the regular details. Is it all, do they hand wave some stuff? Sure.
But Eric, let me ask a question as a cop.
Yeah.
As a police officer, they have to also balance the fact that the average person's not a cop.
No.
And there's the entertainment factor in it. And, it's like Joe beat a lawyer. I'm sure Joe looks at Matlock and goes,
yeah, but, here's the thing. Like, listen, SVU, the whole Law and Order series, they wrap everything up in an hour. All right?
Yeah.
But how they interview suspects, how they interact with each other, how all the little stuff plays out is spot on. Now, would the detective get promoted to sergeant, get promoted to lieutenant, get promoted to captain, and stay in the same unit? No, but whatever.
Why not?
They always move you when you get promoted. You can't supervise those that were your peers.
I have the same thing about Star Trek. When all the characters all of them stay on the ship for 7 years.
Oh.
I was in the Air Force and I got bounced around every 2 years. So
they all love each other.
They all, exactly.
We've got this special bond.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, in a service like that, people get bounced around. But you take that, it's like, okay, fine. I can suspend my disbelief for that. But there was somebody had a thing. God, we're getting comments like nobody's.
I know. It's hard to shoot to try to find other than them talking amongst themselves and ones that are questions for us.
Did we break 100 yet?
108, man. 108.
Woo!
Yes.
Break it down.
Okay, real quick.
Who's got the
108?
All right, so we got.
What?
So just I'll go down the list. None on my Facebook. 4 on my Rumble. Joe, you got 1 on your Rumble. Joe, you got 2 on your Facebook. There's 2 on somebody else's Rumble. Probably Eric. 16 on my YouTube. 1 on my Twitch. Vlog of Many Things has 5. Greyhawk Ragnar 32. Eric.
Woo-hoo! I'm holding that fucking show.
1. So 104. 104 right now. Yeah.
Hey, Don, you come on. We're setting records.
I know.
I tell you what. On serious note, though, please, because I'm a whore when it comes to this, please subscribe to my channel if you want to
touch him in his special way. He's like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Just
poke the whoring at the end of the
poke him. Make him feel really good.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's what we're all here to help each other out in terms of getting more word out about our channels to our channel.
And these guys have been, by the way, also, if you are given the chance to come on and be the rookie, take it, because these guys are really good. They'll bust your balls a little bit, but that's a good thing. I don't mind my balls being busted.
Good.
Yeah, I can go many places with that, but I won't.
Oh, and John Miller keeps wanting me to plug my upcoming Kickstarter, but we'll do that at the end. That's what we will set aside time for the plugging. But Kickstarter.brwgames.com. But we'll hit that at the end.
Somebody asked me to accept their friend request, and I accepted a shit ton, but I don't know your name over there on Facebook.
And somebody just gave up a whole bunch of memberships.
Agile.
Oh, Agile Monk, thank you so much.
Agile Monk steps up yet again. That man is a freaking machine.
I know. He gave me a shit ton. Thank you.
Agile, real quick.
Channel, which is great.
Me and you, Agile, tomorrow I got to talk to you.
Yeah.
We got to go over the paper stuff.
Agile gifted memberships.
I got to get that paper order.
Joe, your show was a drinking game. That basically is hanging out with Joe. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's pretty much. What's up with Joe Laura? The guy who shows a drinking game is every time Joe swears. That's pretty true. So I will drink to that, boys.
Yeah.
That's why I got
trying to set this to be monetized, and then Joe opens his mouth, and then
yeah. Oh, speaking of which, since it's a new year, I will gift 10 memberships right now myself, just because. What the hell, right? We got a new year, we can do that.
New month? Yeah.
So I'm going to give 10 memberships myself. So I'll send 5.
Oh, Don, somebody's asking what your channel is.
What's that?
Somebody's asking what your channel is.
There's 5.
What channel?
All of them, dude.
What channel?
Okay, depends. Do you want to talk? Okay, my vlog of many things and my Wizard Tower games are pretty much same topic-wise. They're gaming. But if you are into Star Wars, Star Trek model making, museum level props, then it is Falcon FX Studios. That is my channel. In fact, let me do this. Can I comment in here?
Somebody else gifted another 10. I don't know if Agile did a double or.
I did. I gifted 10 more for my.
Oh, you did 10.
Yeah.
All right. I was just like, holy crap, man! They're falling over Joe and his sexiness.
But Don, if you want, what you can do, man, is put in the bottom of Restream, there's a little private chat. Give me the links to your 3 channels in there, and I will paste them into.
I will do that.
All right, and that will go out to everybody, Yep.
Agile Monk, please put in a good word for me on the Castle Zagig thing. I keep offering, and I keep getting nothing.
We were plugging shit before as I was reaching back trying to find Joe's book, and I remembered this. I just want to throw a plug out for this long forgotten early OSR book.
Oh my God, Raphael Chandler! Yes,
that's what made me change my trade dress. That book.
That is. Oh, is that the book that made you do it?
That was where I got the idea that I should just change my trade dress. If they can get away with it, so can I.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah, it's a great book. It's a great book. It's a book of monsters. And I still go back to it. Let me minimize.
It's a great book.
I still use it to this day. I'll dive back in there. They have some great stuff. I still remember there was like a goat with a lantern. It was a death goat or some shit. I mean, and the best of all is that the font
spider
is
goat.
just right for our fucking age, right? So yeah, this is nice.
That would be right out of the Fiend Folio.
Yeah, no, that was such an inspiration for me.
I love it. I love it, and even the back looks. Right, so I don't know where to even get this, guys. This is print on demand before anybody was doing it. I think I got it from
Lulu.
I don't know where it's at now, but Tyrannic Tome.
No, it's still on Lulu. It's on Lulu.
Is it still Raphael Chandler? Yeah.
Look for Tyrannic Tome. Just search for it on Lulu. You'll find it.
Yeah. I can't recommend it enough. I think we've all bought it. It was one of the very first OSR products, right? I mean,
one of the first of that level,
right?
That level of production.
Yes, it was out it was for Osric, of course. Yeah, the first edition, January 2013. Yeah,
no, I believe the PDFs were free. He had to do something. No, he did like 2 or 3.
Wow, did he do more than one Tyrannic Tome?
Yeah, he did another. It wasn't Tyrannic Tome. It was. Oh God, I'm gonna have to look it up. You guys talk.
All right. Well, that's cool. I didn't know.
I got a question for World Bigfoot Central. That's not the Modu World thing, is it? Say if it is, say so in the comments because they keep emailing me, and it's like it looks cool, but it's New Year's. Give me some time.
Joe, you had a question too. I don't know if you got this.
Yeah, Barrow Maze. And the Duchy. Oh, I don't know anything about the Duchy of Eric, so I can't speak to that. But Barrow Maze, I mean, you could put. There are plenty of places in the world of Greyhawk to put a mega dungeon. I would do it in one of the peripheral places. Do it on the edge of like the Duchy of Duchy of 10 or the Pale, somewhere in the Rakers, or maybe you put it down in Kaoland someplace. But don't put it in the central Floness because you don't need too many mega dungeons. You've already got Greyhawk and you already have Mori Castle down there. Mm-hmm. So I would move it out to the peripheries and put it out there. But I don't know. I'm not familiar with Duchy of Eric, so I can't really comment.
All right. So he has a couple of other books: Metallic Tome, Demonic Tome. You want to go to Neoplastic Press at Drive-Thru.
Link that.
You can find all the. I don't know if I can link it on my side.
Yeah, put it in private chat, and I'll put it out to everybody. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Don, you see the private chat in the bottom left? Once you get your channels. Oh, I think Don froze. Fuck.
Yeah.
He
great.
Fell asleep or something.
Yeah, he looks like Morn from DS9 right now.
Don, you there, dude? I can't tell if he fell asleep or
is he breathing? I think he's still breathing.
I think he's breathing. I see the screen moving on his glasses.
No, I
think he's out.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the connection.
He's frozen.
He'll come back at
okay. All right.
There he goes. Oh, he just breathed.
That's what I'm saying. I think is he all right? I'm not being serious. I'm not.
Yeah, really.
No, I am too. Yeah.
Let me
take him off the screen.
Yeah. Let me get him. Don, are you okay, dude?
Don.
I don't know how to.
I'm listening.
Okay.
You all right, dude?
Yep, I'm thinking.
Okay.
You got us scared there for a second.
Yeah, I know you were asleep or froze up, dude.
Nope, I froze up for a few seconds and I was trying to remedy it, and then I kind of got unstuck.
Okay, all right. Okay,
good.
Cool.
You were snoring, so it worried me.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure if you were. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Well, that's never happened before.
No, that's a new one. I'm
like, does anybody know Don's phone number to tell his wife?
I think Agile gave away some memberships on your channel too, Major Block.
Yes.
That's actually Agile Monk just is like a really massive, huge supporter of just everybody.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So my apologies if I seem to doze off, or even if I did doze off, I apologize.
I think you might.
We thought you were doing Glenn.
Really, no joking. I think you were snoring.
My apologies because it has been a long freaking week with Tim and everything and dealing with just.
Don't worry, man.
You got a lot on your plate, so I hear.
Yeah.
I really thought that you were doing your Glenn Hallstrom impression.
Oh, you almost got him on that one.
Tim got fried the other night, like drunk.
Oh, Glenn. Yeah, Glenn got fried.
Glenn was hilarious, man. He's a happy drunk. That's the kind of guy.
Was he drinking on the stream?
That's funny. He got totally tanked New Year's Eve.
Yes.
But he's a good happy guy when he's drinking.
I think I was the one talking then too. I put you to fucking sleep. That is a first. I put somebody to sleep. But what I was trying to get you to say though, Don, is to in the private chat put the links to your 3 channels and I'll paste them out there.
I will do that real quick.
All right.
I can do that.
Copy the address. So here is the link to Eric has the link for Tyrannic Tome and the other books, Neoplastic Press.
Most of that stuff is pay what you want in PDF.
Yeah.
I haven't dealt with Raphael probably in close to a decade, but he was always a really cool guy to deal with when it came to the OSR. Really,
Louis Barkle, at our age, we can't take risks.
Yes.
No. This is I was once I realized it was not frozen. I'm like, well, fuck, man.
I apologize.
No, dude, don't worry.
Admit it. You know what?
We were scared for your welfare. That's
a human being, and you know what? I'll put it like this. I'll be blunt. I have had some issues with sleeping with Tim, just stressing out.
Oh yeah, I can believe it.
I have had like no sleep, and like me and my wife advertise this. Just say it. We actually, I got so concerned. I had a like an emergency doctor's appointment with my internal medicine specialist.
Wow.
And the other day, and me and my wife went in there, and I was just like, I need help. I cannot sleep. I can't function. And she was like, I'm going to put you on some meds, and they've actually kind of helped me a lot.
Seroquel.
Yeah, if it's new meds, dude, and they're not
trouble falling asleep. Seroquel.
Yeah.
I get racing thoughts.
She gave me
Like,
my medicine is public. I don't give a shit.
Recommendations here.
She gave me Lasix because I was holding water.
Okay.
And everything, and then she also gave me Xanax.
Yeah.
And then she gave me on top of that a thing called Lyrica, which is like a nerve pain thing because I have like a nerve pain issue with my mesentery in my abdomen. So good doctor. She's young, and she's an ass kicker. I mean, she's like, you know what? I don't believe in this no bullshit prescriptions. You need meds. I'm going to give them to you if they don't like it. Tough shit. DEA can kiss my ass. I was like, I like you.
I'm going to have to look into that Lyrica because I've got a herniated disc. It is killing me.
It is specifically designed for nerve pain.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, I've been taking it for 2 days, and I can tell the difference. And I think that's why I'm kind of like, I apologize again. I'm embarrassed.
No worries.
If you're on new meds, that can do it too.
That's absolutely. I was going to say.
It is working so well.
Yeah.
I'm actually being able to relax.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and go wake up, fucker.
The same question twice.
Yeah.
Just go fucking wake up, you dumb motherfucker. And I'll be like, I'm sorry.
I'm going to come up with aim and smack you.
If you got the new meds, then you're having a drink.
Meds.
That's what. If you got a new meds, you're having a drink, dude. Sometimes the interactions are a mess. That's totally understandable.
What happened?
Oops.
Yeah.
Bring up Chris Lundgren.
Yeah, I see it, Joe. I see it. It's
I'm also
so fast.
I'm dropping links in there real quick, and let me grab my last one real quick.
Yep.
Let me find it real quick.
So, Highport, there were a couple of things in Dungeon Magazine. If you can go onto the Dungeon Magazine index, you'll find them there. I've got so many things in process right now. I cannot commit to doing a Highport thing, although you will really love my my video that's coming in 2 weeks because it talks about places that writers could focus on. I didn't mention Highport specifically, but that is definitely one that they could do.
Fugly says how many people have actually died on live streams. If there's one, that's too many, dude.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My wife likes to feed me a mystery blue pill that turns flesh to stone. Back to D&D and boners.
Back to D&D with Phil and Dixie.
Boner.
My druid didn't have that spell, but okay.
My brother had he managed to pull off some kind of like rhinoceros horn concoction with a magic spell and cloud giant.
Isn't that like real shit? Like though, like rhino horn makes your dick hard.
That's why I researched.
It doesn't,
right?
but people think it does.
That's why I used it. So he had to go to the jungle at Schull to get the rhino horn.
Wait a minute. It doesn't,
grapes.
but people think it does. I thought it really does.
It does not.
How do you know?
Because there've been, medicine. Chinese. There's a different. You know what the difference is between? You know why they call it traditional medicine?
Because it's not traditional.
Because it's not. Because it's not medicine. Real medicine. Any horn of any animal is just matted hair, basically.
Yeah.
There's no difference between a rhino horn and
hold on. Agile Monk said something that I need to address.
Uh-oh.
He loves me.
Okay.
Not to sound harsh, but we can't lose Don Semora. He's printing my books. Oh, I feel loved.
Nice.
I just feel so loved.
Mercenarial. I love it. Oh, God. Pulls down pants. I cast helicopter. I don't understand where that's going, Mike. But and I'm the
I know where it's going. I don't want to go
take
there.
your pecker and you swing.
All right.
But you got to have a big enough pecker to swing around.
I
So
guess.
much for monetization. It was good while it lasted.
Yeah. Pumpkin.
See, there's a reason why I don't create shorts from any of my live streams.
Because you don't know what the AI is going to
actually, and the funny thing is,
viral.
RPG Grandma's here.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she's been here for a while.
Always shows.
So
maybe I was sleeping while it was happening.
When Joe the Lawyer appeared on one of the Talking Crits recently, last 3 or 4 months ago, I was like, it was a great episode. I ripped it with using the AI, clip goat.
Yeah.
And then YouTube, because I didn't bother checking.
You're admitting that on camera.
And then YouTube was like, you know what? You're no longer trusted. We no longer can trust you
because
of you.
I love it.
What? Say this again. I mean,
because of Joe's potty mouth. One of the clips that got automatically ripped. I didn't double check. I just went, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, none of the above. And because of that, I had 3 months of we gotta watch your stuff a little bit more closely.
Oh, YouTube.
Yes.
So I fucked your trust. YouTube no longer trusts you because of me. I love it. What was I never said the C word or any real bad. I don't drop I never say the N word. I know
you say the F word. That gets flagged.
It's enough of them. Yeah.
Mofo, really? That'll do it.
Oh, Mofo can do it. Yes.
Agile Monk. I'm desperately trying to get on the Castle Zagic project. So just.
Are you? Nice, Joe.
I would love to be on that. On that, anything like that, I would. I would bump things from BRW to help with something like that.
Yeah, it isn't fear factor; it's the swear factor. Yes.
Yeah. Joey the Lawyers.
Yeah.
Joey Lawyers. That's your Sopranos name. Joey Lawyers.
That's where and not Sopranos, but where I got the name Joe the Lawyer was I had just moved back to Connecticut from a different state. And I was resetting myself up, and my brother had this Howard Stern subscription that I mooched off of, right, for his car, whatever the hell it was, Sirius XM or whatever back then, right? And so I was listening to Howard Stern all the time, and all his guys are like Sal the stockbroker and Phil the this and this so and so the drunk and this and that. And so I'm like,
there was somebody the clown.
Yes. So I needed a name. Because I was getting into blog, it was 06. I was getting into blogging and the boards and all that. More the boards, no blogging. It was 06, and I'm like, well, Joe, the name and what you do seemed to be the theme. Eric the stockbroker, Eric the drunk, right. Eric the midget, whatever it was. So I'm like, Joe the Lawyer.
Eric the midget.
And
I'm the midget.
I just took Joe the Lawyer because of Howard Stern, honestly, and it just stuck. That was really the whole genesis of the whole damn.
Here, if we haven't been demonetized yet.
The hell's that? Oh, Jesus Christ. The dick dragon?
It's Penosaurus. Yes. Thank you. You didn't see this?
Why do you hate my income, Eric? Why do you hate
Do not eat. It's a bag of dicks.
Jesus Christ. I think Don had the Don?
Yeah, I listened to Howard Stern on WXRK, which was the New York channel.
Oh, yeah. The 92.3.
92.3 WXRK. Yeah.
K-Rock.
I listened to Imus a lot more than I did Howard Stern. But
I listened to a lot of Opie and Anthony.
Yep.
And we listened to O&A while working until my friend Chris decided to put a Whip 'em Out Wednesday sign in the back of her van.
Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Driving to South Bronx with a Whip 'em Out Wednesday on the side of your police van window. And I was like, because we get one woman do this. I'm like, what the hell? And then Chris is like, hey. I went, take that crap down. He goes, why? We're getting boobs. I'm like, dude.
You just answered your own question.
Headless Bourgeoisie says, thanks for showing Tyrannic Tome. I just ordered it from Lou.
It really is a great book.
You will not regret it at all. Yeah, and Mike, I am actually a lawyer, but I don't practice. I do something legal adjacent, but I don't practice because I value my sanity, my time, and my soul. So, yeah.
Yeah, my sister-in-law is an actual attorney. She does real estate law in Manhattan. So it's
really that's fucking good, dude. That's she's that's a lucrative gig, man.
Things, and my whole dad's side of the family is like they're all lawyers.
Yeah.
Don,
you all right, dude?
Yeah, I'm sitting there listening to you guys.
Okay,
but it's just
if you need to drop, Don,
don't worry, Don.
If you need to drop and go to bed, you've been up too long. You've been on
No. I'm awake, but I'm just hurting.
Yeah,
so I'm more listening and dealing with it.
No worries, man. Don, when the new drugs kick in, I've been on a couple of different things for various issues. When they're kicking in, my body's a goddamn disaster, and it takes me a while to wrap it. And that's why I can't have a drink. You know what I mean? It's like a whole thing: no weed, no drinking.
Don't think that you have to stay on here if you're
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm good still. I'm good for a while.
Okay. Well, we only got 5 minutes anyway, so
no, we don't. We it's not like we have the,
no firm time. Yeah.
But I was say kind of like
we'll stay until 12:30, 1 o'clock, just to keep Don awake.
Yeah, we're doing the Joe special.
Yeah. This is a thing for me. Yeah. Yeah. Good evening. Oh, Flint Fireport just joining us. Flint, what's up, buddy? What's up, man? Let's see. I retract my previous statement about Tankar. I'm not sure what your previous statement about Tankar was. Their world.
Oh, it was I give great advice. I guess I don't give great advice.
Oh, okay. I think Xnard Prime. I think the key Howard Stern years were what Artie was on. Honestly, I loved Artie Lang. He made the whole show. Once Artie left, all that mess he had going on, he had to leave, right? But I loved fucking Artie Lang back then, man. Yeah.
See, I was much more of a Don Imus listener.
Really?
Howard, and they hated each other. But
Stern got his start on Imus.
I know. Well, no, he got his start because I went to Boston University, and he went to Boston University a few years before I did, and he was a communications major, and he actually got the student radio station shut down.
Wow!
Because he was such a jackass.
Jesus Christ!
So,
but
Chris Lundgren has a question. I love the OSR and so many games in the genre, but wonder what other RPGs besides 5.5 does the host like or want to come back?
Well, no, 5.5 is not in any of our lists.
No. I hate it. I think
I write for 5.5 and I don't like it.
No, I played 5.50 many years, and it's what I call 5th edition D&D is good enough D&D. But as long as you house rule the living shit out of it. Right. In my, I have a lot, as you know, Eric,
why not just play a game that you don't have to do that to?
Well, that's why I'm writing my own. Eventually I'm like, fuck this shit, So yeah.
But in terms of games that we like, and there he is. I love Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu for me is just it's a man. I don't know.
You're not playing a campaign. You're playing one shot.
But you don't expect to play it.
No.
You don't expect to go up to 10th level or 20th level.
Yeah, you hope to live.
Or the equivalent,
Yeah.
I love that game. I still love, I haven't played it in forever, but FASA Star Trek.
Yeah.
Really?
I loved that game. Basic role playing. We did a rim what is it called? A Ring World campaign back in the day. It was great, but honestly, I just keep coming back to D&D. That's my favorite, but my second favorite is going to be Call of Cthulhu.
Okay.
I mean, I really enjoyed Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay back in the day. That was great fun to run. It was a blast. RuneQuest Second Edition, the last Chaosium edition. Ran my first sandbox with that. Modern games, Mothership is awesome. Think Traveler meets Call of Cthulhu and Aliens. It's a great little mix.
Joe, you have another question. You're the man with the questions here. Like you're on Jeopardy, man. Jesus, look at that. All right, you got another one.
Make sure that you answer it in the form of a question.
Yes, absolutely. What is? All right.
What is no?
Have you ever played a COC, Call of Cthulhu campaign? Also, what's your favorite adventure?
Yes, I played several Call of Cthulhu campaigns, and my favorite adventure is going to have to be Mass of Nyarlathotep. It's the standard. It's just so good.
Okay.
I mean, although another one, I really enjoyed Vampire the Masquerade, the original.
Oh, we're back before it became like
You want to come
they don't do editions. They just do like
dinner?
New World, less Old World.
Yeah, I mean, but those original things from the early '90s, you know, right after the Vampire Lestat came out, that was a really terrific game. It was really new and innovative. I loved the Mummy supplement, and I always played a Mummy because nobody ever knew what they did.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, we played Call of Cthulhu in college. I played a campaign in there, but Massive Nyarlathotep is just the creme de la creme of those things.
What about the train one? Because when I was at the one thing I couldn't bring myself to buy when I went to North Texas a couple of years ago was the Orient Express. It was like a 2-volume. It was like a lot of money, and I'm like, I spent so much money at the bar.
Yeah, Horror on the Orient Express.
Yeah, was that any good? Is it worth it?
It's really good. Yeah, because it was one of the early ones. You know, it was before it got all, but they've kind of pulled the things back now. But Horror on the Orient Express is really good. It's just a really solid game.
Yeah.
It's for me, it's my second favorite basic role playing game behind Ringworlds.
In terms of what I would like to come out, and I think the question was the new game you'd like to see or something like that, right? Have you ever played this? Was it early?
Yeah. What is your? Oh, yeah.
What I want to come back, basically, I think was the gist of the question.
Yeah, there was another one. Yeah.
They're going so fast. You guys' questions are going so fucking fast. But
we're over 100 people. Of course they're gonna.
I know we're not yet. I don't know what I would like to come back because in my head they're all still there. You can get any OSR game that you want, right? I mean, they keep making new editions. Osric 3rd edition coming out soon. I keep getting my Kickstarter messages. I'm looking at my shelf. Everything that I've bought in the OSR, it's still out there. So
I would say Pendragon, but it literally just came out you
know what I mean. So it's like everything is there, everything is out there for you guys to get. So if you original Labyrinth Lord, one of the OG, retro clones, it's still out there. I don't know what's going on with the second edition.
Here's a question, though. Kind of, go ahead, Eric. I've been dominating the.
No, go ahead. I'm thrown in.
What is a game that you have purchased or you have seen that you want to play but you haven't? Recently, within the last couple of years.
I know
there's too many.
I know one because it's my question. I ask other people because I always know the answer for myself. The game that I want to play more of, it's my favorite game I don't play, is Hyperborea, Jeff Talanian's game. There's something about the flavor of that game that I really would love to be in a long-term campaign for, right? But I don't want to run it because I know I won't do it justice, and I don't know anybody who runs them. I would love to be in not just a play and kick the tires, something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think so. I think that'd be it. And Joe, I think so too. Yeah.
And for me, it would be the Planet of the Apes RPG.
Oh, really? Interesting.
They just came out in 2025. They did a big Kickstarter and everything, and my God, they did such a good job with it.
Yeah,
it looks gorgeous, and I want to play it, but I don't have anyone to play it with, and I never see it at cons. If somebody was going to put it on a convention, I would sign up for that shit.
I never heard of it. I didn't know there was one. That could be fucking.
Wait a second. I got
it. Joe, we're gonna get a Rob reach around from Joe. Here we go.
Make sure you share with everybody.
A special edition, a Rob reach around.
They did this. I mean, 2 books. You got the 4 rule book here, and it's a big rule book, and it's got the it's got the
it's got the bookmark tassels.
The bookmark tassels. They've also got the ANSA files, which is a source book from the films, every film has a chapter, and it's really gorgeous stuff. I mean, it's like all taken out of the original movies. They talk about ape management and like the whole timeline and everything. It's so just
nice.
Nuclear war. I mean, and they have here. Let me, because it's set in like the first two movies. It's basically
the best two.
Or set in the ones that matter.
Yes,
right.
Exactly.
In Planet of the Apes and Beneath the Planet of the Apes, but you can so it's got like like scenes from the original film, and it's got rules for playing mutants and
see, I was afraid it was going to be based on the recent movies.
No, it's all from the classic films. You can kind of tell from the cover.
Okay.
It's got Ursus in the back there.
Now here's
they've got this Into the Forbidden Zone box set.
Oh,
it's got adventures and tokens and things. It is gorgeous. And they made 32 millimeter figures for it. I got a couple. I got the Alpha Omega bomb, and my God, it is a beautiful, beautiful. They obviously love the material, and I can't find it. But
that's
nobody,
cool,
it's kind of a rare thing because Joe, you didn't even know it existed.
I did not.
I've never seen it at a con. If it's playing, I will jump on it. I'm looking for it. If it's a total con, I will come out of my hotel room at night in order to play it, which is
nice. That's cool.
That's a scary thing because Joe sleeps naked, so that's a beware. Beware. Talk about carrying a spear for home invaders earlier before the show.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
I would probably say Mothership is the one that I want to run and or play in the most right now. And as for Bushido, I have a copy. I have a copy from back in the day because we recruited a player into the group from the Complete Strategist with having a note on the pinup wall
on the cork board.
Yeah, he showed up for a session and brought Bushido, gave it to me, and said, "Listen, I don't understand it. Can you learn these rules? Because I want to play it." And then he ghosted the group and never came back.
Yeah.
And then I never bothered learning the rules because he never came back.
Played it in high school, had good memories of it, but couldn't tell you anything about it.
Yeah.
And Glowing Turtle, no, it's got its own system.
I love to play Shadowrun.
It's actually based on West End. It's so it's kind of got their
D6. All right, that's good.
Yeah, D6, the same thing as like their old Star Wars game.
That's a good system. Open D6 is a good system.
I would love to do Shadowrun, the old Shadowrun guys. I've never played in one, and I love. I was a late adopter to the whole cyberpunk aesthetic. Of course, we all liked Blade Runner and shit. I didn't know what that was cyberpunk. I didn't understand it, right? And it wasn't really, it was ish, but it was that kind of feel, right? The kind of vibe.
Isn't that like the fantasy? It's a fantasy cyberpunk thing.
What's that?
That's like the fantasy cyberpunk with like orcs and elves and crap.
I don't know. I know. I'd rather do future America, just humans and all that kind of thing. Like I would run.
No, I know, but
I'd run that.
The game. It's got. Is that what I'm thinking of?
I know there is one, but here's one I never heard of, guys. Have you heard of this? It says I bought Monty Python.
I got it.
Heard of it?
What? Really?
I backed the Kickstarter.
Going on the Kickstarter.
Holy shit! I never heard of this. How come we don't hear of this, Eric? You're defunct, and you used to let us know of all the new Kickstarters, Eric.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but actually, last year at TotalCon, somebody brought it to. They had, I think they printed out like their PDF copy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody was running it at the in the atrium right by the bar.
I think some people are running it a page.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. All right. That's cool. Shadowrun and Fantasy. I don't remember like orcs and elves in Shadowrun. I mean, I'm looking at the
Shadowrun had orcs and elves.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Orcs and elves and then you had Earth Dawn, which. I tried to figure that one out, and I was like, I got books that will never make any sense. I was like, what is it trying to be? Is it trying to be fantasy? Is it trying to be get an identity, damn it?
And Glowing Turtle, yes, indeed. Blade Runner and Alien is the same universe, as is Predator, as is Kolchak the Night Stalker. Take that, and the movie Soldier. But they're all in one big universe. I actually have on GreyhawkGrognard.com, I've got a timeline that does the whole thing.
Oh, really?
We're still
I've
rocking.
actually been watching everything in order.
We're still rocking 89 people watching, guys, at 10:30. That's pretty fucking good, I gotta say.
10:30 on a Sunday. Woohoo!
Yeah, it's not bad for all of us. Red Dwarf. I watched Red Dwarf the series, but never couldn't get into it.
Never got into the series. I've tried a couple times. Just
me too. I forgot who recommended it to me, but it was maybe Tim. I'm not sure, but yeah. And maybe that's a good way to sum up the series. Is that Tim Short's quote? And I'm going to mangle it, but I'm going to get the heart and the meaning of it out to you guys. He says, "I never kill the PCs. I just sit back and watch as they kill themselves." And I've always appreciated that quote, and just sort of wrap us back to the beginning here. You know what I mean? I think that's a good one. That's a good one, guys.
And Chris Lundgren says he has the coconut dice rollers from Monty Python. I love at GaryCon when they do the joust, they actually have the coconuts.
Yes, I love that. Oh my God, awesome.
I loved that.
I love it. Greg Christopher ran us through. He says, "Joe Block, I love the Alien RPG. It's amazing." Greg Christopher ran us through an Alien game, and I got to shoot Rob. That was fantastic. It was like within 20 minutes of playing, like he's an imposter. Boom, blew his head off. Nat 20 dead. It was like, yes, killed Rob.
Awesome. Glowing Turtle. Actually, Outland is not part of that same universe. I want it to be. I'm waiting for them to do a little Easter egg to link Outland into the Sean Connery sci-fi thing on IO where he's the marshal.
Right.
It's perfect for that universe, but it's not yet. And the Kolchak link is in the one episode, Mr. Ring, with the robot. It's Mr. Ring is actually created by the Tyrell Institute.
Oh, wow.
So in 1974, you've got the Tyrell Institute monkeying around under government contracts, making sentient robots. So in my mind, that is enough to take it and run for it. There's also another episode called They Have Been, They Always Were, and They Are Here with a UFO. And this one's a stretch, but it has an invisible alien who goes around, like he kills a bunch of animals, and then you can't see it. It's kind of like the Predator's cloaking thing.
Right.
It's not the same, that one's a stretch, but the Tyrell Institute is in the Mr. Ring episode, and that's enough for me to hook it in.
Very cool. You guys, it's 10:40, and I got to go back to work tomorrow for the first time after 4 days off. So I knew I need my beauty rest. So I think,
all right. So you're calling it. You're calling it.
I got to do it. I got a couple things to do.
Man. My voice is cracking again today. So I mean, I'm still
doing good for the I'm the best one here, and I've got like a shoulder that doesn't work.
And you're the oldest too, aren't you? Are you the oldest?
I am indeed the oldest. I'm going to hit the old 6-0 next year. This year.
Wow, really? Wow. What month?
Yeah, we're hoping to go to England for my to celebrate the birthday.
When's what if you don't want to say the day, what month is your birthday, Joe? May? Oh, I'm a May guy as well. Are you I am a Gemini.
I am also a Gemini.
I am on the cusp of Taurus, so I'm a schizo dual
just say the number.
Person. Huh?
Just say your birthday.
No. Yeah, it's too many people. I'm freaked out. People are weird. So yeah. But I'm close to yeah. So yeah. I am though mid-50s. You are definitely the elder.
Yes.
The elder.
How am I young? How am I older than Eric? That doesn't seem likely.
Oh, gee. Yeah, okay, thank you.
And it's funny because Joe, my wife's birthday is between ours.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. We're 2 days apart, and my wife's right in between.
I didn't realize that. That's funny, man. That's pretty cool.
We should do something.
A birthday week.
Because that's usually around Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. I did a birthday week celebration last year because I deserve an entire week from my birthday is the way I look at it, So yes. But 60, man, that's a big one, dude. So you're going to England? You're going to see Stonehenge and do all that?
We're going to Bath. We're going to Stonehenge, London.
Nice.
Scotland.
London. You better with some Kevlar, dude. That's a shit show these days, man.
Bullet resistant vet. No, sorry. A knife resistant.
Knife resistant, exactly. Yeah, that's a shit show out there, man.
I'm just happy. I want to go to the Harry Potter thing. I want to see Stonehenge. I want to go to Bath and see the Roman ruins. I want to see the original, the Mother Lodge, Freemason Lodge in London. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Whoa, you're a Freemason?
I am.
Did not know that. Where's the fucking ring? They should identify yourself as a Freemason, man.
I got the badge on my car.
I know it exists. I saw it in the movie. So in that National Treasure one.
Yeah, National Treasure.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I tried to forget that movie.
Yeah. All right, guys. So the RPG grandma's telling us to go to bed.
All right.
Yes, Mom.
Yes, Grandma.
Yes, dear. Okay, so what are we plugging?
We are plugging Don Semora's channels. He has all three. Yeah. I've put them in there. Let me I will copy and paste them again. Don Semora's joined us. He had a drop out a little bit ago. All right. So, but as you saw, if you're listening, you know why. So I have the Falcon Studio where he has his miniatures. There is Wizard Tower Games, and I'll put that in there now. And that's where he does the RPG publishing stuff. And his vlog of many things,
which is our Thursday night live stream that I'm on with.
Yep. There you go. That's his vlog of many things. So Don Semora's channels, guys. Please, if anybody who's subbing to any of us, if you just go to those channels there and subscribe
to all four of us,
vice versa.
Yes, be everywhere. Be more gooder. Be more gooder.
Be more gooder. Yes. I like that. So subscribe. We all agreed that we all get along. We like each other. We like each other's channels. So let's share our subs as best we can. If you like us,
right.
Share
listen, there are communities built around all of our channels. We've seen that, right? People asking Joe Block, literally about Greyhawk and of course Joe the lawyer about his drinking game.
Yes.
But
I didn't know I had one, but here we are.
but what you see on the screen is one big, larger community.
Yeah.
And we want you to be a part of it because we're going to be doing this for a while.
And we're going to be cycling through our fourth every month. We're going to have a different fourth wheel into our thing. Just because we want to keep that momentum going. We want to keep bringing in new audiences to learn about all of us and just keep growing all the OSR things that we can find, because this is the way you do it, is you get people to know each other and then you get their audience to know each other. And, we just want everybody to support everybody. And this is the way to do it.
You walk into a bar and you see me and Eric there and Joe talking, and somebody walks up and Joe or Eric says, "Hey, this is Don Semora. Welcome." Hey,
right.
That's what we're doing. This is the equivalent of what we're doing here.
We're going to do that at Total Con with the four of us.
Well, we'll do a Total Con too if you're going to be there. I'll be there on Saturday, I believe, not Friday. Okay. So I'll be there all day Saturday.
Are we all going to be at North Texas?
I'm going. Tickets are bought.
Because we're scheduled to do a live stream that Sunday.
I'm thinking we do it there then, man.
That works.
Oh, wait.
We might have to push it.
I'll be flying back.
Oh, you're
right. Exactly. I'm going to be flying.
I don't fly back until Monday, but whatever. I can make it work.
Not all of us, have your retiree schedule.
Flexibility of retirement. Yeah.
Somebody's got it.
But I'm running low on PTO days as it is.
I'll tell you what, though, me and Eric, Joe, we did our live stream right from ShireCon. It worked well. I have my iPad that he gifted me. Thank you again. Mm-hmm. He had his laptop, and we sat there. We did the live streams. That worked well. So, I mean, we could do this.
Maybe we shift our live stream to Saturday. Who knows?
Saturday or something. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be from the
Sunday
bar.
Morning before the planes leave.
From the bar.
I love that.
From the bar. We'll call it that. We'll do a special fucking logo. From the bar of North Texas, and we'll advertise it ahead of time, right? That's cool, man. That's cool.
I've got stuff to plug. I'm my new Kickstarter. Wait a minute. I even have
another Rob reach around.
Woohoo!
Joe's got one sexy ass. Wouldn't you agree, Eric? Look at it.
I try not to
look at the RPG's ass. Just like Captain America has America's ass, I have the OSR's ass.
The OSR's ass.
The ass of the OSR.
So we've got
Joe. Wait, let me embiggenify you, Joe. This is new. I've never seen this before, man.
Right, this is the new one. This is the Book of Fell Wisdom.
Yes.
This is probably my last Adventures Dark and Deep supplement book for a long, long time. This is taking bits and pieces of stuff I've previously published that isn't available anymore. It's all redone and renewed, plus a ton of new stuff. It's got rules for alchemy. It's got necromancers and witches and new spells and high-level characters, courtly intrigue, just all kinds of stuff like that. And the Kickstarter starts on the 13th. If you go to Kickstarter book.brwgames.com. You can click on the button and you'll get notified when it goes live.
All right.
I will have this book, which is actually the real book. This is the actual book.
Very cool, man.
Pre-editing and pre-art. But you'll be able to paw through this at page in a week and a half, and so you'll be able to see if this is.
Why is there 7 dots there? What is that?
That is I don't know. That won't be there.
All right.
They're on the back too. It's kind of an art. I just kind of threw this together because I wanted something at page.
Yeah.
So there's doubtless going to be a little bit of things.
Okay.
And I will also be at page. I will be manning the BRW Games booth. And I will be at the Greyhawk panel that they're doing there. And I'm also doing a ton of other cons. I'm going to be at Total Con. I'm going to be at Long Island. I'm going to be in Central New York. I'm going to be at Wizard Con. And that's just the first half of the year. So Jesus.
Yeah, very cool. And
at some point I'm going to be in the United Kingdom in September or October, somewhere like that. Boy, wouldn't it be cool to set something up while I'm out there?
When is RopeCon, Joe?
A pub moot or something.
Isn't RopeCon a big one out there? Is that in UK?
Couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
I know Raji always goes to one in the UK. I
think RopeCon that was in Finland.
Finland. Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, they have big game cons out there. But we are not scheduling this around such a thing.
Yeah, but Joe, you can write the whole fucking trip off. Just saying. You know what I mean?
I don't think you quite understand the economics of BRW Games here.
Oh, okay.
that I just have this big pile of money that I could put an entire trip for two to England on.
It's like you're saying about my car repair.
That way.
It's like you're saying about my car repair. You're a lawyer. I'm like, I'm not that kind of lawyer.
You're a successful New York attorney. And you always will be.
I'm not like your sister. I work in I know, not at all. But as you can see from Joe's book, I wanted to point out, a lot of people put up a Kickstarter and they're like, back my shit, and maybe someday, hopefully, I might write it, get it published, and all that. Joe's shit is done.
Right.
All right, guys.
It's written. The book is literally written.
It's done.
I need the Kickstarter for editing and art.
Yeah. I'm going to be at CNY this year. That's like a week after
North Texas.
I believe. Yeah,
it is the weekend after
good to go. I couldn't go last year because of fucking shit. But yeah, so yeah.
CNY is awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Awesome. So is WizardCon. WizardCon in Michigan was a blast, and
WizardCon is Don's con, right?
Yeah,
right. That's Don's.
There
con.
you go.
And it was a hoot, and I can't encourage people to go there enough. If you're anywhere in range of it.
How many people, Joe, show up to this thing?
Oh, it was several hundred.
Nice.
Yeah, no, for a first con out, it was
nice.
Eric, you were there, right?
Yeah, I would say it was probably between 200 and 250.
Yeah, and
that's pretty much CNY numbers. I think we're just around 200.
Nice.
They're about the same thing, which is nice to be on the on the beginning of something like that.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. Both of them year one, awesome.
And what's ShireCon pulling in, like 170 or so these days, or what?
I don't know.
I mean, there's a cap of size there, obviously, with ShireCon.
He doesn't want it to get too big.
He doesn't.
No.
To my chagrin, I wish it would be bigger, but I like the quaintness of it. And that location is absolutely fucking ideal. You know,
I mean, it's gorgeous.
It's perfect.
It is. I mean, up there in the Berkshires in the fall. My God, you can't ask for a more attractive location. Just driving through it. You get these Victorian houses and the leaves are all turning, and oh my God.
Yep. My brother came up with my nieces and nephews. I think just my nieces one year, a couple of years ago. And he says, we're going up there. And they're like, the girls that played D&D with me, they didn't like it. They didn't stick.
Right.
He's like, no, we're going to stop in, blah, 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 say hi, make fun of me playing D&D, of course. There's a, dork uncle, right? And then they're going to go for a hike in the woods. And they enjoyed the hell out of their day. It was a beautiful day. Yeah.
I'm getting a hotel because I don't want to stay at the B&B with the roosters waking up at 4 a.m.
Fuck that. Fuck.
I've done that. I've done that more years than I care to do again.
No, not
she was nice. It's a nice place. She's nice. Right. It's nice, but I don't want roosters waking me up at 5 in the freaking morning anymore.
Yeah. Two out of the last 3 years, I was at an Airbnb.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah.
And oh my God, Chris Lundgren is going to watch Americathon. That's that John Ritter movie from the 80s. Holy moly. I have not thought of that in years.
At least it wasn't Love American Style.
Oh my God, I remember that. Holy shit.
Love American Style. Doing it in the red, white, and blue.
Eric's not even drinking either. He's just letting loose.
Oh
here.
my God.
So yeah. But on that happy note, guys, let's wrap this shit. I do have to get up early, stupid o'clock in the morning. So
all right.
Thank you all very much for watching. We appreciate this. Like and subscribe to everybody's channel. That's what we're here for. Help each other grow. A bunch of friends hanging out, meeting new friends. You know, that's what we're here for. All right. All right, guys.
Mulder, thanks for stopping in. We're just finishing up.
Oh man.
Bye, everybody.
You got an hour and 45 to watch now, Scott. So enjoy.